Hey guys, welcome back to Free Running. Again, Insetic Blank Tester Bio Enchanted.
Hello.
Today we're going to level 6 Warehouse. It's the third one in the Docklands set.
Yeah. The warehouse is tiny, so this is a fairly short video. This is where I've started picking and choosing which challenges I'm going to show. Because they're the really annoying ones, I've skipped the two challenges in this level that have those target things. So it's just collecting those targets. And you saw how annoying that can get in the docks, and I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that again since the mail.
Yeah.
You'll also notice I've got all the gold medals already. This is my other save file, the one that I was doing my practice ones on. So on this I've got all of the clothing and stuff.
Oh, okay.
And all like the best stuff.
No more jorts?
Nope.
Yeah, now he's just got those athletic shorts that ride above the knee.
This can be really annoying to do because look how narrow the areas you have to do it in. This is a very small, cramped area with a lot of stuff you can trip over, like those fences, for example. That was lucky for me.
Yeah.
If I hadn't been doing a jump, I would have lost all my combo and been really annoyed.
I'd probably go up and down this ramp.
But you'll notice there are a few, even then, they can easily trip over a railing when trying to do a thing. And although I was quite happy with that flip because of how high I was being. That's a new trick. You'll unlock that near the end of the game, I think.
Wait, that's a new trick?
The backward somersault, yes. It's one that I hadn't even done before this recording, so... I just never got around to it. By that point, by the time I'd unlocked it, I'd already done all of these score challenges, so...
Do you unlock a lot of tricks or whatever, or is that just like the only one?
I think there's a trick for each combo, kind of. Like, you know, for each combination of 3 buttons and a circle button. And triangle.
Really?
Huh.
Yeah, so I think everything has an RRR, an LLL, an LRLR, and that kind of stuff, yeah. I'm not really certain because I haven't really looked into it that much.
I mean, I noticed, like, some of the clothing you were unlocking, but I didn't really... haven't really seen some of the extras. I mean... With a trick, it's like maybe you just didn't use it before.
Yeah. I'm not sure what the shoes I'm currently wearing. I'm not sure if these are the ones, but there are some special shoes that were kind of being promoted alongside this game, according to the website. That's how I found out what it even was that I'd unlocked. Because during the final challenge of the whole game, pretty much, if I was clothing unlock is that particular pair of shoes, which I thought was kind of cute product placement. But the weird thing is, because of the product placement thing, they are like a weird looking logo that's not like any of the clothing things, so I had no idea I'd unlocked some clothing. I was like, okay, what even are these things? Is this like a video or what? What have I unlocked here?
Yeah.
Because it was just a weird logo that I hadn't seen before.
Yeah, that's interesting. They had product placement for a game that nobody was gonna buy or play anyways.
Yeah, I'm surprised this thing even, like, had promotion with anything else. That barbed wire fence inside of a warehouse kind of terrified me a little.
It makes this level really annoying to navigate the first time when you don't know where to go. Because that fence is just a big obstruction at that point. You don't know how to trick with it, you don't know how to get anywhere with it, do anything with it. It's just kind of in the way for a while, and it makes it a really annoying level to navigate. Hate that fence.
I'm guessing this is like one part of the warehouse where they stored the Ark of the Covenant. That's my guess.
Yeah.
Which would explain the barbed wire.
On the door was 2 signs. One said, keep out, and the other said, no, really, keep out, bitches.
I thought it was keep out and keep in.
Yeah. And there was a third one that said, keep on keeping on.
Yeah.
And then that little, and then like in Simulator, there's a little small handwritten sign that just says, please.
Yeah, please.
Oh no, there was a 4th one that said, keep calm and no, seriously, don't break in here.
Yeah, please.
Please.
Like those real fated attempts to keep people out of the radioactive dumps by, from the future that wouldn't know what radiation was, by putting all those weird images and stuff. It's like, yeah, but a lot of these images could be reconsidered to be, it could be misread to be treasure here.
Yeah.
Like with the one with the tree where it's like, okay, either, like, it's the idea the particular triptych is, okay, guy goes near waste and dies, but because of the position of the tree, it's like, I think it's trying to say you'll die over a long, painful time, but it's like, oh, hey, if I go near this stuff, I'll live as long as a tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, you can kind of see where the problems come in.
Kind of reminded all this talking about weird signs kind of reminded me of Blank Tester and I's high school, where I think they fixed this, but you know that sign where it's like no guns allowed past this door or whatever? Yeah, they put those up on the inside of the school. Which always made me joke that, like, you know, it was free to carry guns inside, but you had to put them in your lockers before you left.
I was going to say, this part of the level up here, it was fairly annoying when I first was doing it, because I didn't know there was no way to go backwards on these catwalks. They're basically one way. There's one way to access each side of the room, and so when you find out where that is, it becomes much easier to navigate, because it's like, okay, now I need to go around here, or swing on those poles, so at the beginning of the level, that kind of stuff.
Seems like you had a couple options. Like, you could have climbed onto the rail, done the slow-ass stand on the rail, then jumped to the other rail. But you just vaulted over it, you know, flung around on a pole and got over there faster.
This is kind of mean. You can only climb up the parts that actually have netting, but not all the walls have netting, so sometimes you forget that and look like an idiot.
Yeah. I guess you know what they say. You can only climb up if there's nothing but net.
That's not what they
high
say.
five.
I'm not gonna high five you for that.
Swish.
Collecting the targets here is really annoying because a lot of them are on these poles at some points. These poles, of course, as you're jumping from one to the other, you're going higher and higher, so you need to basically keep sliding down to the bottom, jump to the next one, slide down to the bottom again, so you don't overshoot one, and that is just really annoying to do. That's why I skip those challenges.
Yeah,
that just seems like a hassle.
Yeah, so they have this cramped little space, but then they also really only have, like, 1 or 2 ways to get anywhere. Like,
just like a couple paths.
Once you're on the catwalks, you have to do them in the, you know, one kind of line in the flow that they want you to.
So there's not a lot of room on my part. That was my bad. This whole thing was kind of a clusterfuck from the beginning, this place. So I was like, okay, what am I doing? Where am I going? How do I get there? What? For a while there. After this, it becomes much smoother.
So it seems like they didn't really give you a lot of experimentation.
Yeah, this is a fairly dull level. It's fairly frustrating to navigate the first time round because you don't know the lines. But when you know the lines, it becomes ridiculously easy. It's like...
Right.
Once the lines are, like, obvious to you, it's like... Now there's nothing left to explore.
Really?
There's nothing
they could have started the Docklands with this level and it would have felt a lot better because the freighter was much harder than this.
Yeah.
And the docks were a bit harder. It feels like they kind of got things mixed up. They should have gone from the warehouse first. And then spread out to the docks. It's like, oh, look how big this part of the dock is. And then finish up on the freighter with a cool set piece there. That's kind of a progression. You've gone from the warehouse, you're walking through the docks, now you're on the freighter kind of a thing. But the warehouse at the end of the triptych makes it fairly dull, fairly tiny, and incredibly easy, considering the very lenient times you have to do everything in.
But I think especially, maybe for the players, at least for the people watching the videos, it seemed like by the time we got to the docks, we needed to see something cool.
I want to say, I love the music on this challenge, although here I kind of mess up a bit because of not realizing you couldn't vault over the slopes, basically.
I mean, so maybe they wanted to show you, like, you know, all the cool stuff in the docks and, you know, kind of the huge kind of height verticality aspect, like, quicker than waiting until level 6.
By the way,
should have just designed cool levels.
Something rather amusing I found out when I 100%ed this game, well, not 100%, but we beat all the gold challenges and stuff on this game. There's one character you unlock for doing all of the crash test dummy things, which of course it's a crash test dummy.
Right.
All of his stats are maxed out. He's literally the best character in the crash test dummy. It's an amazing kind of thing. I found that quite funny.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know, I was going to mention, until you actually did what I was going to say, was, well, this is going to be a weird sentence. I was going to mention that it was weird that you couldn't get all the way to that other walkway. You had to land and grab the edge of it, because that's what you had done every other time, but I see it just requires perfect timing to do it without interruption.
Yeah, you essentially have to jump just right, the right distance so that the main character doesn't either try and trip over the pole or try and perfect land on it. Because sometimes if you're too close or just the right distance away, he can try and jump perfectly on the rail, and that can get a little bit irritating at times if you're trying to be quicker.
Yeah, so, I mean, all of these challenges, give you...
Even the crash test is really low score, only 50,000.
Yeah. I guess not really plenty of time, but like, you know, if you remember the one line, you're gonna do it, and if you're a moron and can't remember something after doing it 5 times, you're gonna fail it, you know?
Yeah.
Just in case anyone asks, do you know if this game is like a soundtrack, or Where to get the music?
Believe so. I know there is a audio gallery, but I haven't used it, so I don't know if it breaks like the video gallery does.
Might be something you check out.
Yeah, well,
see exactly how much shit just doesn't work.
Well, we didn't think the game would have a website still working, but...
Well, I'll take a look at the audio tracks and report back during the next recording session when I do the next level. I'll take at least a look at that menu and see if it functions. I just like that one flying over the barbed wire fence, just, hello!
Yeah.
I can imagine there's workers there that are just like, what just huh?
Yeah. So what is the score requirement for this one?
50,000, it's fairly low.
50? Okay.
Yeah. So,
considering the docks and crates that had 100,000 or 150,000.
Seems like it takes quite a bit of time to get to.
Yeah, because it's a fairly small level, so there's not a lot of lines you can really do, so there's not a lot of tokens.
They're all found at the top, but, you know, you fall down to the bottom to get the points.
Yeah.
You know, like, you gotta go climb all the way up the shipping containers and jump onto the, you know, poles again to get over to the other side, and that's gonna take 20 seconds.
Yeah, the Crash Test dude is definitely faster than your main character.
They probably actually did it so that it's more satisfying to watch him get launched because they'll have more momentum. I think that might have been the idea behind giving him the best stats, so that happens and it's funnier to watch him fly all across the entire level.
Because if he had really a low speed stat, he would just kind of
drop. Yeah, and you wouldn't get many points. So I think that's probably the reasoning behind the massive...
He has a great ass.
That's how he has the highest stats. He never skips leg day.
Yeah, I bet his ass stat is off the charts.
Yeah. Every day is ass day.
Yeah.
Especially with Synthetic.
Yeah.
So
that's my boy.
Yeah, so next up, we're going to level 7, and we're going to the last set of levels.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
What's the set called? What's the actual level called?
I don't recall what the set's actually called, but it's kind of... they don't really have that much in common. There's the plaza, which is kind of a shopping district. There's a construction site. And then there's a final kind of high-rise, which is partially under construction.
Alright, so plaza's next?
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh boy.
Again, second level in this set's the hardest in the entire set, and therefore in this case the hardest in the entire game.
Yeah.
There's one particular race that's like the biggest pain in the ass because it's the longest lap of anything. But we'll see that when we get to it.
Yep. Alright.
See ya!
See ya.